Now, the big question is Andrew's mustache.
But I love his beard.
Thank you very much.
No one loves his beard.
Dude, that's true. You're just a negative person. Thank you very much.
I think your radio's Bradley Cooper, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
Totally Bradley Cooper.
I like it. I guess I haven't put it together.
See how I deflected off of my mustache, Jim?
Yeah, I know. It was really good. You found something more horrible.
Troy likes my beard, too, except he won't admit it on the air because you guys are now best friends. Because
Travis is growing one.
You guys
yours looks very natural, Troy. That's a nice looking.
You and Troy are best friends now, so you agree on everything because you guys think that because you have each other, your sex addictions are okay.
That is a good point. Yeah. Neither of us married, no kids.
Right, you guys
convincing myself that I'm living a fun life at 50.
Right, because you guys can get together and be like, "Oh, what a weirdo Sam is!" Like, look at this text I got. Look at that, and it's like, come on, guys.
So they're bullying you for your normalcy.
Very much so.
I don't mind. I envy his normalcy. It's the beard.
It's
the beard sucks. It sucks.
You can grow a little beard, though.
What's that?
You can grow a little beard.
I can't though. It's awful. I'll shave it today. Yeah.
I would love to see a nice little beard on Jim.
Every girl I've ever been with.
Really?
No, I won't.
It may help define a chin for you.
I don't care.
Dude, it's our makeup.
Exactly.
It's our version of makeup.
Oh my God.
Jawline. Give yourself, some...
Yeah. I look at photos of me now, and it hasn't even been that long, but I look at photos of what I look like without a beard. I am horrified.
You are more handsome with this beard.
Thank
I think
you
your
very
hair even looks
much.
more full up top because of the beard.
Well, that's an optical illusion.
It's because you're drawn to the abomination below. That's all it is. It's like starting a fire in the basement so the roof looks nicer.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you fixed the chimney? No, the basement's just on fire. Yeah, no, I appreciate. I think you're right, Andrew.
Yeah, and Andrew's a polite guest. He's a good
No,
friend.
he's not because he doesn't have to say this stuff. It's more than polite. This is how he feels.
Yeah, I think it looks better. I think it defines your face. I think you look like Bradley fucking Cooper.
Thank you, Joe. Would you be a voice of reason here? God damn it!
Can we get Shitloaf back here? No, I like it.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah,
Travis?
Jim.
I mean, it's whatever.
I'm
very indifferent.
I'd like to see Travis shave his.
I haven't shaved.
You gotta shave
with
an axe.
It would be
with an axe.
That would hurt.
No, we should see that. That'd be
I've
a
thought
good
about
look
it
on
before,
you,
just to
Trav.
like, no.
I knew Travis when he was clean shaven.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. Young, eager boy.
Yeah.
Early 20s.
Yeah.
Oh man, full head of hair.
Full head of hair.
He did.
Mm-hmm.
You never want to do the P. You want to go on the vitamin P?
No.
What is
No,
that?
I didn't care for
vitamin
it.
P
Yeah.
is like Rogaine?
Yeah, Propecia.
Oh.
Finasteride, as us veterans
Doesn't
call
that fuck your penis up, though?
Does it? Do you take it?
Yeah, I've been taking it for 10 years.
Really?
Well, you have a full head of hair, don't you?
Well,
'Cause
that's
I
the
take
point,
it.
right?
I got in early, man.
Oh, my God.
I was watching a. Well, don't say, "Oh my God," like I have a hole.
No,
in my
but you have a
head.
good head of hair.
There we go.
Actually, a
Thank
good
you.
head of hair.
I
I'm
just
surprised.
got
It is an incredibly good
Does
head
it
of
fuck
hair.
your dick up, though?
That's what they say, but I think you just kind of go through it. And then I also got this new thing. They sponsored. Well, I don't want to do a sponsor, whatever. But there's this thing called Blue Chew. It's a Viagra.
Yeah, please,
Yeah, you know.
I've done the reads.
And it just changes everything, dude. It's like there's never any issue.
One of the door guys, the seller, tried to sell me Viagra once. And I was like, this is a side gig for you?
Morril, I got you on this Blue Chew.
I've never,
Can
can I have one? I've never taken a Blue Chew.
I'll bring it to the seller
What's
this
the
week.
milligrams?
It's a circle.
Oh, right.
I don't know.
I take.
You can
I'm a
pick.
doctor, guys.
I take 100 milligram.
I'm a pharmacist.
I take 20 milligram fucking Cialis and I bite them in half.
Well, which
So it's
one-
50.
I take half of the. I take half of the.
Which one did you pick? Did you pick the Cialis version or the Viagra version?
Oh, so you know about it. You married.
is there two
motherfucker,
different-
you.
I know all
You
about
know all
Blue
about
Chew.
it.
Hey, I'm in the podcast game too. We get free Blue Chew in the podcast game.
Wait a minute. Is there two? I never got one. I read them for Chip.
I promise you, I'll bring you a pack this week. And what shocking for me is that the assumption was your dick feels good, you come, right? This shit allows it to be hard, feel good, but you have kind of control. That's what I.
You
was
can choose when you
blown-
come?
I don't want to say choose because that's maybe overselling, but I had way more control.
Wow. So I might be able to
is
go
better?
longer than 7 minutes.
Maybe.
Oh, dude, you got this. But
Why
that
would you-
fucking
why would you
beard,
want to?
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Yeah. Seven's a
Thank
good
you
amount of
for
time.
being the
Thank
voice
you.
of reason.
God damn, where were you yesterday?
I want all my sex to be 1/3 an episode of Schitt's Creek. That's
Yeah.
how I decided.
Which is better, the Tadalafil or the?
It's whatever you
Sildenafil?
want.
I
Viagra-
go Silden, but
The Cialis works like
Silden.
Cialis in the sense that you take it and then, it lasts whenever you need it. And the Sildenafil
But what are the
is like,
downsides to like if you take Cialis?
don't think about that. That's what I do.
Your back
I don't
hurts a
think
little bit,
about
but that's
that.
Don't worry about it.
A little muscle
Yeah, your
aches.
back hurts just for
well
some dude
worth it.
cracking it. No, it's the sildenafil or whatever like that. It just do it. Apparently, look, I try to not look into side effects because my brain gets going on.
Yeah,
it,
fuck
and
your
I
eyes up a
believe
little.
them.
Smart.
But the side effects of this,
Yeah.
you just amazing in bed and
No, but I mean,
Yeah.
like afterwards, is there anything like if you stop taking it or something like that?
nah. But I mean, I wouldn't take it all the time. I take it almost like a party drug. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, it's just like, if I'm
Take a
going
little
out,
Molly, take a blue chew.
There
You're
we
good
go,
to go.
balance it
Party
out.
drug.
Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
laid
like if
off
you're at
that
a
shit.
bar mitzvah or something.
Exactly. You know.
I used to take them like literally 2, 3, or 4 times a week.
That's a
but
lot.
now I take like fucking Viagra and Cialis.
Jim used
now
to
I
take
very rarely. I've taken 2 in the last 6 months.
He used to take Cialis like a multivitamin. Like it was just what he ate with his dinner.
Yeah.
He'd like take my Cialis. And
just in case someone bumps my dick with a shopping bag on the subway, I can react appropriately.
He was constantly getting rods in here, remember?
That's
oh
true.
yeah. That
and
was,
then I flew once with Jimmy. He was wearing sweatpants, and he's like, "Look, I got a Cialis rod."
really? Yeah, it was to Chicago, right? Yeah. Big Legionnaire's disease outbreak. For the
Yeah.
Sabbath show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't help it. Cialis is awesome.
Yeah.
So I'm all about that and the Propecia, man. I'm all about it.
It's amazing what it does.
Did you have an issue and then you took it?
Honestly, some of my hair grew back. I was doing some show. I forget what it was. It was on some like no name fucking channel. But I remember watching it and I kind of like bent over and laughed. And you know how the lighting
Yeah.
goes right on your face, but now it's right on my hair, and it was just like seeping through. I was like, oh my god, am I going bald?
But does it go back in the right places? You're not getting hair on your back or anything, are you?
Nothing, dude. Nothing.
That's crazy to me.
Is it a pill?
Yeah, it's a pill. And what happened? It's not for hair originally. It was for what was it for? It was like I don't know, kidneys or some shit or liver. It was like
I think it was a prostate drug.
that's it, prostate. Yeah. So there's all these people who had like prostate cancer or something like that, and they were just doing these clinical trials, and all of a sudden they started growing their hair back. They were still dying from cancer,
Yeah.
but they would have this full head of fucking
What a
hair.
cruel joke.
Right?
Yeah.
I'm coming back.
Yeah. Get a haircut in hospice.
But yeah, and they started growing back, and the second I found out about it, I was like, fuck it, I might as well. If I have a choice not to lose it,
How long did it take to be effective?
dude, I would say maybe a month.
Wow.
Every day?
But if
You know,
if it's already happened, you're fucked. Like it doesn't.
To me, it started to go, and from my look, everybody's different, but for me, it kind of brought it back. A
How
little bit.
quickly?
I would say maybe like a month, but I'm telling you, it got full. Like I was doing weird shit to comb it over, and it was something I was insecure about. I was like, "Fuck, is this it? Is it over?" I'm young. I'm 25 at the time.
Yeah, I'm not ready for this.
I'm not ready.
Right.
I'm scared
And-
that I take something like that, my eyebrows are going to get even bigger, though.
Bro, you have
Right.
a great head of hair, dude. You do not need.
Yeah, you do.
Alright.
Like
any,
a
Yeah, I
balding,
Muppet.
any balding at all?
I
Like a
know.
Muppet.
A Muppet.
Both of you guys have great fucking.
I
hair.
have hair, but it's been over for a long time.
What you mean?
No, just never been that good with the ladies, but that's okay.
You got a girl.
You
man.
got
You
do.
got a
I do.
beautiful
Beautiful girlfriend,
girl.
Mackie.
Yeah, yeah.
Jesus.
What are you
won
trying
the
to? Are you
lottery.
trying to fuck on the side a little?
No, dog.
Mac, you got a beautiful girlfriend.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
how
And
could you be?
and that little
honestly,
boy you keep in
that
the
was
cupboard.
that was. I went my 20s without a girlfriend.
I know. We've spoken about
Yeah.
this. I was shocked. And,
How long? Your entire 20s?
Mm-hmm.
Were you a virgin at that point?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
And this is you were making good money. You work in corporate
Yeah, a
America.
corporate
like
job, yeah.
this is you could have had girls.
What were you doing?
I was never good at it. Like, you know what it is? It's mostly if you don't like yourself, it's hard to get other people to like you. So it's hard to if you're not confident, it's hard to. I was always like even now when I see Sam talk to girls after shows, I'm like, wow, you're really good at that. I'm just terrible.
And you don't understand why he's so confident? Is that what you're?
I am
Called
dumbfounded.
Blue Chew and Jameson. That's how it works.
Sam always looks like he just got out of a drunk tank.
That's what it is, I think.
Looks like.
So what changed? That you got this chick of yours?
Oh, she asked me if I wanted to hang out.
That's helpful, isn't it?
That's the best.
Is she on stage?
No. We met at Caroline's though.
Mackie and I used to run a weekly show at Caroline's, and after he did Last Comic Standing, women were coming out for him like crazy.
Because
Really?
TV.
Yeah.
Because he's adorable, and they think, oh my God, this guy's safe.
Sweet.
Yeah, he's safe. He's a nice
Sweet.
boy. He's
Yeah.
cute.
Yeah. Little do they know.
Absolutely.
Packing the hammer.
The best was like I was famous for like 2 months, and Sam and I were standing outside of Caroline's, and this person's like, "Oh hey," and I was like, "Yes, I do." And then she like wanted something totally unrelated. She didn't know who I was. It was the most embarrassing.
That's the
thing
best feeling when
Yeah.
someone's like, will you take a picture? And you're like, yes, I will. And then they're like, no, of us.
Of us, yeah.
And you're like, oh.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really bad when that happens.
Yes. Now, Propecia, you're making me think. Maybe I'll take a little. It might be too late for me.
I don't think so, dude.
I got a
You
little
got
bit.
pretty good coverage up there.
It's
it
not
looks
bad,
like.
but it's a
you
little
have
bit.
good coverage.
I don't care that
Stop
much.
eating sugar. You eat sugar?
No, very rarely.
Your hair grows back if you stop eating sugar?
Again, I'm not like a scientist, guys.
No?
You know, but I'm just like, I'm throwing these
that
things out.
mustache?
I think it worked.
You know what gave away that you weren't a scientist when you went, that's not a scientist noise when answering a question.
That's not the scientific method right there.
Sugar's just bad for everything, right? That's what they're saying.
That's what all those athletes.
Tastes good, though.
All the athletes are off sugar.
It kind of bums me out though, because I like sports. Like when you hear these '90s players, they're like, "Yeah, we did cocaine the night before," and now they're just like they're off sugar.
Morril, I want to talk to you about this. Actually, is that why they were fighting in the NBA every single game? Every game was like a literal fist fight, and I think it's because they were coked up.
Maybe. Yeah, you watch those
Before
'90s
bias,
clips,
right?
dude?
Before bias goes
know.
down,
Right.
everybody was just yacked up.
Right.
That was like a wake up call for the league, though, when that guy died, because they were like, "Holy shit, you could just die at 18." That's how fucking bad a drug coke is.
Yeah, but that's taking it negative. How many people do cocaine and still play good basketball?
I wish Jim was on the board.
Yeah,
He's like,
that'd be my
guys.
argument. Yeah, come on, guys.
The
seriously.
'86 Mets they were all coked up, right?
Yeah,
I mean, I don't know.
Lenny Dykstra, fucking Gooden,
yeah, Daryl.
Strawberry, yeah, Keith Hernandez.
Those guys
Yeah.
did drugs?
Yeah. Did all of them do it? Who was the coach of that team? A manager?
Who was it?
Davy Johnson.
Davy Johnson, that's right.
Man. Did you see, speaking of the NBA, did you hear who the latest person to question the moon landing is?
Oh,
it's,
yes,
Steph Curry, yeah.
Steph Curry has he was on some podcast and on The Ringer, I think, and he said that he had heard that Kubrick is the one that filmed it. He believes the Kubrick theory that Kubrick filmed the moon landing. Now, Jim and I talked to Kubrick's assistant, who
Although
was,
he wasn't with Kubrick at that point.
no, but he
That
was
was
with
68.
He didn't believe any of the Kubrick conspiracy theories. He didn't think there was any secret meanings in The Shining. He didn't believe any of them, and he thought it was absolutely absurd that Stanley Kubrick filmed the moon landing. But they can't tell me why the little Danny in The Shining has a NASA sweater on.
Hold on.
Apollo.
What does the NASA
Apollo.
thing have to do with anything?
Nothing. He has an Apollo sweatshirt.
It's a spaceship.
I guess because it was
Is
the
this
wardrobe.
before Apollo went up?
No, it was, in 1980 was The Shining, and Apollo was 12 years earlier.
People think it was Stanley Kubrick. Danny's wearing a shirt
little
that says
Easter egg.
Apollo.
Yeah.
It was Stanley Kubrick's way of saying, I filmed the moon landing.
Or it could just be because someone in wardrobe thought it was adorable that a boy would wear that.
Okay, both
Probably.
possible. Both
Most
possible.
Here's my question.
Tell me.
Is it possible that we did go to the moon? We did, in fact, land there. We didn't get a good video of it. We come back home.
Yes.
We need to have a video of it. Hey,
There is
Make
a theory
this
that
happen.
we did go. That is one of the other theories.
Yeah.
we did
Reasonable?
go to
That's
the moon.
also incorrect, but yeah, it is actually.
oh, it's incorrect. That
yeah, they filmed it.
they,
They-
absolutely did.
It was up there. Yeah, it happened.
That some people think that we did go to the moon, but in order to make it digestible for people, the footage just didn't look like.
Someone told me we're taking off, and who would film that part? Like someone said, you see the rocket ship take off
From the moon?
in the video, and it's like, did they just leave the guy?
I don't
Well,
know.
yeah,
what
and
you
then
mean.
he just faxed the footage down.
There's a documentary that's pretty convincing
About?
about Kubrick filming. Like when you go back to 2001: A Space Odyssey, it shows how they shot that, and then it shows what the moon footage looks like, and then you know how you see
It's
him
always the
walking on the
tattoo
moon.
guys that get invested in
Oh,
these
yeah, he's
conversations.
very invested.
Right?
He's
That's the worst. That's
I
the worst
backed out of-
practical joke ever, though. They're just like, "Hey, you film it," and they just leave him on the moon.
Yeah. Film us leaving, and then we'll come back and get you.
But it's weird, like because they would have. I ran out of steam on my thought. I had a thought, then I just lost interest in it.
What do you mean?
It's just because whenever you see a documentary that goes after the conspiracy theories, because I don't know enough about technology, so you watch like one of these, you're like, holy shit!
Yeah.
But then when you watch a video made by someone who knows and responds, you're like, oh god, what
we,
idiots.
Obviously.
we
they
were
did,
on the
yeah.
road, and I was on the road.
What were you doing? What gig?
I was on the road opening for Aziz, and Will Vince was on the gig, and we're in the car, and the guy who picks us up, just no hesitation, just starts going into conspiracy theories, and he's talking about the moon landing in like great detail, and we're like, and we can start to tell he's like a little crazy, and we're like, and then we try to change the subject, so we're like, what's good food around here? What do you got? And he's like, he starts telling, like, thank God, and then Will goes, where do you stand on 9/11?
I know where I wish Will was standing on top of the building. Stupid asshole question.
Yeah, all those conspiracy documentaries, you're right. You always find the response, and there's a documentary that disproves the first one. It's
Yeah.
the same thing with all the food documentaries. You can find a documentary that will tell you not to eat any food
Right.
that you want to not eat. If you believe them all, you will never eat.
You'll never eat.
Don't eat corn though. That's a good one.
I
not
saw
to eat.
King Corn. I was like, now I can't
saw
eat
that
corn.
too.
Why
That
is
was my
that?
one vegetable.
So
Bro.
why no corn?
Corn. Stay away from the corn, bro.
It's in everything, and it's full of sugar.
It's just like, first of all, they've just done so. Okay, two ways to look at it. Real quick, first of all, the GMO thing. I'm not like anti-GMO. You got to feed 300 million people in America. We got to figure out a way to do it. What's the crop? You know, in China they're like, let's use rice. In America we're like, all right, we don't got rice. We got to do something. Corn, boom, that's good. They start, messing with the genes of the actual corn and changing it so much that we can't really digest it. That's why it comes out in your shit, right? You're literally not digesting the food you put in your body. It's one of the few things that like you eat and it looks the same, right?
Or
It
is that
sounds
just,
silly, but
okay. Yeah.
so
I
you're
don't,
not
I don't
getting
usually
any.
look down afterward.
I
Wait,
sift
do you
through
not?
it.
Dude,
I know.
I'm not gonna get too gross, but sometimes I'll wipe and squeeze.
Okay, that's too gross.
That was
All right,
gross.
fine. I was looking at the gym. The one guy who could
No, no,
save
no,
me
no.
here, he was like, "No,
I
I don't
actually
know
He
shit."
squeezes between his teeth.
Did you say you weren't? You weren't a scientist?
So, but yeah, so we're not digesting it, and then they start making all these products out of this corn that we already can't digest. So like the corn syrup,
Right.
Right.
And then they put the corn syrup in everything.
put the
and
corn
there's-
syrup
yeah.
in the sodas, etc. And apparently, like our carbon makeup, I think they said this in the documentary. If you take a piece of your hair basically shows what you're built out of, right? And we're 90% corn or something. We are corn.
That's dope.
It's kind of dope, but can't digest that shit. I cut out fucking corn, I cut out sugar, and I cut out bread. And I know it sounds corny as fuck, dude, but dude, it really changed my like mental a little bit. Like I used to have to go to the gym just to be normal, to like be calm. I had to get this excess energy out of my fucking head, and I stopped eating all this kind of sugar and like sugar-based products and like bread and that kind of shit. I don't even have to go to the gym. I go to it's nuts, man.
You feel better.
Dude, I know I sound like everybody in those stupid fucking infomercials, like about the benefits of going whatever. I swear to God, man, it made a change for me. I don't know if anybody else, but
Yeah, but like, you know what makes me feel good?
what's that?
Men's
Like-
dicks in your ass.
That was really specific.
That's why I had to say men's.
So many
yeah,
words.
yeah. Certain differentials I guess I need to make.
But I like eating bad food. That makes me feel good. Sugar. That like I'm like
That
this
makes
is
everyone
delicious.
feel good though. There's something about
great.
eating a McDonald's. It fucking rules.
It's awesome. Soda. It's the best.
But you might be different than me. You might be able to maintain that kind of calm way better than me.
Maybe.
So your body is equipped for it.
Maybe.
I
That
don't
hair
feel good
looks like
after I eat it.
that beard looks like a good healthy corn beard.
Thank you.
Well, that just brought the conversation.
Well, yeah, I don't know what that meant.
no, I did not.
We were
like
saying
that.
that. Never mind. I'm not going to explain my butt.
That's fine.
Healthy corn beard.
Healthy corn
You were saying it gets in your hair, like we're.
Oh, like there's a lot of corn here.
Oh, I
Yeah.
understand.
That was-
I already got the car wreck, and I get the screen.
Yeah, you're right.
Fuck off, both of you!
You fucking cunt.
Not bad.
Look, you little shit! You fucking old bitch!
All right. You know what? That might have been too much, Joe.
Wow.
That might have been.
No need
I
to be salty.
paid dearly for that bomb.
You did.
It wasn't that bad. It was like corn. I didn't even hear it. What was it?
I'm not going to fall for that one.
But Andrew, you
Son
don't,
of a bitch.
you don't get into conspiracy theories, really?
Besides food,
Because you strike me as the type. Because you love a hot take.
I love a hot take, and I love challenging conventional wisdom. But
Which is the conspiracy thing.
yes, but I feel like with the no, I don't. I actually kind of like they care so much about it. I like to take it away from them.
I see.
You know what I
So
mean?
when
It's
you
more satisfying to watch someone who's invested in it be heartbroken.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Right.
understand.
right,
So like with the 9/11 shit, I'm just like, you know how hard it is to keep a secret.
right.
Like we
Sure.
can't keep anything private amongst the five of us. You think you could keep this entire government conspiracy that would take hundreds of people to make happen?
I went
What,
through that whole
Mackie?
masturbation segment without divulging a thing.
Talk to us. What do you whack off to, Mackie? Tell us, Mackie.
Joe jacked off to the 9/11. That was the whole
Absolutely.
But there is.
that was a stinker. I avoided the car
come on.
crash.
Well, you said-
Give it to me.
You said the 9/11.
Yeah,
I know.
the 9/11.
I couldn't focus on a punchline.
You sound like a comic pretending to not know what he's talking about the internet. The inner tubes. We know what it is.
It's not cute. It's not
We
cute.
get it.
So yeah, I love taking that shit away from them. Why? What's your conspiracy?
No. It's just because it's also great when they have all this data and information. They're like, well, there was this and this happened on this date and this amount of that,
Yeah.
and you can hit them back with logic that is not research, but just something like that you can't argue with. Like, yeah, but that many people couldn't keep a secret,
Yeah.
and it's like you're right. And then it's like, fuck, what about all this research I just had?
Yeah, the flat Earth thing is weird.
Yeah,
You know, like
I love that one.
What's the purpose of making it up? Like, why would I say the Earth? What is the purpose of
Well,
saying the Earth is round?
It depends.
There's no
It-
advantage.
It depends. Some people have different. A lot of people think that not only is flat Earth flat, but in the middle there's aliens. And so,
Oh, I thought they were asses. Okay, please.
right. And so
good.
you want the world to be round because otherwise you'll see the alien hole. I think.
So I look, I don't know too much about it, but I think in a 4-dimensional reality, technically the third dimension would seem flat. So right now we
Right.
live in 3,
Right.
right? So if we added a 4th dimension to that, this third dimension that we live in would seem flat.
Right.
So, and there are more than 3 dimensions. So you could make the argument that
But what about there's more than 4? If there's more than 3.
11, I think is what they say.
whatever.
We're up
So
to
They
11?
theorize 11.
that's the best, reason for it. But, some fat dude in his fucking underwear that's saying the world is flat. I don't think he really knows exactly what's going on with that.
People love the idea that they've been lied to the whole time because then it means they're onto something. It's
This
easier
is-
to control a lie than it is to just accept reality.
You know what this is? This is like the Me Too movement, but for men.
Tell me.
They're just bored. Do you know what I mean? Like, this is activism for men, but men don't really have like causes, so we have to like think of science shit.
White men
that's unproven.
specifically.
Yes,
Not
yeah,
flat
absolutely.
Earth though. Flat Earth is across all races.
Well, you
That's
find
really- yeah.
Well, think of it. You find a lot of black
That's
guys
how you know we're coming together, Jim.
Absolutely.
believe in flat Earth.
All
On
lives
flat
matter.
Earth. Yes, that's right.
Who was it?
Kyrie Irving?
Yeah,
I think it was Kyrie.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
took
Dwight
it back.
Howard. Oh,
wasn't Soldier Boy a flat earther
Yeah,
or
like-
no? B.O.B.
Yes.
B.O.B. was a flat
Yes.
earther.
Wasn't
Yes.
Shaq too?
Yeah, but Shaq says some dumb shit just for attention sometimes.
yeah.
He likes to just get people talking. But B.O.B. was like a hardcore flat earther.
Yeah, they went really far, and then what's his face? Kyrie took it back,
He did.
just like Steph will eventually walk back this.
Oh, it's embarrassing.
Yeah,
It's like you're a fool.
yeah.
Yeah.
then
Very, very
again-
wealthy fool, though.
Doesn't matter.
Steph might not believe in evolution.
Because of the religion thing?
Yeah,
What,
he's a pretty religious
6,000
guy.
He's one of the guys that are like, yeah, we were walking around with dinosaurs.
6,000. No, and they only said that once dinosaur proof became so undeniable. For a long time, they denied dinosaurs. They said they didn't exist. They were fake, planted. And then all of a sudden, people are like, what are you, a fucking dope? And they're like, well, no, we lived with them. Oh, all right.
That makes
well,
sense.
well, good adjustment.
So this might be the dumbest question in the world, but like, why didn't the monkeys also evolve?
What do you mean?
Right. So we separate from these chimpanzees.
Sure.
Right.
Mhm.
We start evolving.
Mhm.
We're in the same area as them. It's not like we left them. Right. They're still humans and chimpanzees living in pretty close proximity to this day.
Mhm.
Why did humans, for whatever reason, start becoming smart and like walking upright?
We're better.
Aliens.
Well, Troy is more of an alien.
They were tinkering with our DNA, and they've been around for hundreds and hundreds and thousands of years.
White activism.
That is white activism.
White
Yeah,
activism.
that is.
I'm with you, Troy.
Anyone that says
I'm with you.
tinkering is white activism.
Or a Battlestar Galactica fan. You guys don't get that. Okay, never mind.
Go on now, get down there and lick my asshole.
I think the only reason I'm here is for the car wrecks.
Not at all, Joe.
No, we love you very, very much, Joe.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I think all species evolved somewhat, you
Well,
know.
there's a missing link, too. We don't know what we need to find the missing link.
Some people theorize it's me.
They have been.
It has been said on the
yeah.
internet, yes,
Yes.
that I am
Yes.
indeed.
Yes, he is. He's the right part, human and homely.
That's right. Yes. I don't think it's true, but
Yeah.
that there is some like that's what Bigfoot is, right? Isn't
Yeah.
Bigfoot supposed to be
It's
the
a
missing
myth,
link?
but yeah.
Right.
No, why would he be the missing link?
Because
It was
he's that
theorized.
combination of ape and human.
He just walks upright. He's not a combination. He still looks more like
He's not
ape.
even real. He's a guy in a uniform. He's a guy named something Johnson.
Yeah, he admitted it.
That famous footage where he's like fucking running in the woods in
But that was
California.
that Bigfoot.
Yeah.
There's other Bigfoot.
That's the most famous footage from '67.
Bigfoot's not just an ape.
First of all, yeah, there are people who truly believe in Bigfoot. One of them, Charlemagne the God.
Charlemagne thinks that
100% believes in Bigfoot. I remember once at a birthday party, his wife got him a Finding Bigfoot, like they were going to go do it.
Why does he believe in Bigfoot?
He believes in a lot of different things.
He does.
He thought
Why
he,
Bigfoot?
Now he's too famous now to still go on his Bigfoot, or does
no,
he still?
he believes in Bigfoot. He's
Okay.
like, it's there. Sasquatch.
Find that famous footage. It's from just put Bigfoot Johnson.
What exactly is Bigfoot?
It's like
It's the missing link.
the Sasquatch.
Right,
The
right.
Sasquatch.
So
it's
like,
like,
the Yeti.
Yeah.
Yeti?
You sound like you have my mustache. It's basically like a gorilla that walks upright. So
And
the
has
idea-
more human DNA in it.
and more human DNA than like a regular gorilla. So it's in between gorillas and us.
Jim, can you get the car? Can you get the car sign
Ready?
Sign
Yeah, you'll be
queued?
great.
Yeah. Hey, isn't it weird that they call him big? They focus on his big feet when he looks like that.
Oh shit, this bitch got a dick.
There's footage here.
There it is.
That's a
Bigfoot.
uniform. And he looks
What?
back. It's a costume.
Does Charlemagne the God believe in Loch Ness monster?
No, but my family's Scottish, and there's some belief in it
The surgeons,
In your family or just in Scotland?
in my family. But I think the belief is more economic than anything.
The surgeon's photo is a fake. He admitted on his deathbed that he faked that photo.
The
That's just the one.
called
though.
the surgeon's photo, the most famous one of the shadow.
The Loch Ness
monster,
photo?
Yeah.
Yes, they
Yeah.
called it the surgeon's photo.
Yeah. That's a fake photo.
Yeah. It's just like it brings so many people to the region that there's no reason to go there besides that. So they're like,
I see.
it exists. It definitely.
That's
You
yeah.
know, like the royal family for England. It's like it's there for tourism. It's not there.
right.
'cause
Doesn't
they
actually
shit.
do anything.
Exactly.
It's kind of weird to think
That's
that
Scottish people's royal family. There's a
the Loch
fucking
Ness
dinosaur.
monster.
it's kind of crazy to think a giant monster could hide in a lake. In
Yo,
It's just
2018.
asshole-ish.
So the thing about this lake though is these lakes are like the deepest ones in the world or
Yeah.
something. I think that's where the
Don't they
mythology
channel
comes
under
from.
to like the ocean and there's weird places?
I believe. I
Yeah.
believe, but they're so deep that you can't check the whole thing at once. It's just some weird. The mythology kind of fits that. It's not like it's a reservoir in Central Park. And
There
So
was,
there's
yeah,
enough
it's not the
space-
Gowanus Canal, but there was a fucking picture of the Loch Ness Monster underwater.
Yeah.
And it's obviously like a log or something. Look for a Loch Ness Monster
Yes,
underwater.
I know the one you're talking
It looks like a blurry face in front of a camera.
So
It's so bad.
The lake is so deep that there's enough room for a monster, and that's the scientific evidence that there is a monster down there.
You go back up, Troy.
Is that where we're
I
at?
think that's the logic.
Okay,
It's just, you just
by
need to
the-
have like reasonable doubt, I guess. That's
By
all.
that logic, Cloverfield is definitely real. Because you could
Yes.
put a Cloverfield at the bottom of the Hudson, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I didn't watch the last one. Do I need to watch the last one?
The Netflix one?
Yes.
No, it wasn't very good.
Okay.
That's not the Loch Ness Monster. It's a fucking log.
I think that might be Nessie.
Nessie.
I'm going to go. Troy, are you a Nessie guy?
I don't know anything about that.
Okay. You don't
I
think the
never heard
aliens
that.
might? Do you think is it possible, Troy, that several hundred years ago the aliens did come down and one of them had a pet Loch Ness monster and they left it in Scotland? Is
Comment?
it possible?
Comment, Troy?
Well, like all those things where like old times where they have like a horse with a human head.
Right.
A lot of people say that aliens may have been trying to make mix-matched things.
You say you believe in the centaur?
No, I'm just telling you what I say. I don't know. I mean, I'm into aliens, that's for sure. But
Right. So are you thinking of a liger?
yeah,
It's a combination of a
Tiger and a lion.
right preferred skills and magic.
yeah.
Yeah. But is it possible, I'm saying, that they had a pet Loch Ness monster that they left in Scotland and they just, the way E.T. got left behind? Is that possible?
Very possible.
Okay.
Yo, Troy, question.
Yeah, go
what if aliens didn't tinker with our DNA,
Mm-hmm.
but what if like some sort of asteroid shit hit a region of the United States where
Right.
there were some chimpanzees, and then the chimpanzees started interacting with that asteroid that had these properties from another planet, and that sped up our.
Well, it wasn't the U.S. that this
Oh.
started. Probably, I would guess it would be Asia or Africa or wherever
Africa,
wherever
right?
humans were born. Yeah. Or it might have been Asia. They keep
Well, I was
going
listening
back and forth.
to that kid from Colombia, and he actually said that
Nimesh
white people
Patel?
He actually said white people started.
He did, yes. The European,
Europeans
yes,
started
pro-European young
everything.
men.
Started what?
Society, people, everything.
They started society.
The modern world.
Oh, modernity.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, didn't they? Isn't modernity? Isn't that post?
I don't know what modernity is.
He didn't. He was drunk.
He had
he was
right,
being
yeah,
racist.
yeah.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah.
He
It could skew that
He's
way.
slightly, I don't
He
think
said-
he's a racist. He's just proud of being white.
Well, he said, "Fuck yeah, white people are the best. White men, fuck
But
yeah."
but again, I hate to say it, but if it was anyone else saying that about their ethnicity, you'd be like, all right, the guy, but it would no big deal.
Because it's not an ethnicity. That's what people don't get. It's like you can say "fuck yeah, I'm Italian." You can't say "fuck yeah, I'm white."
Or I should say, if you're black or Mexican and you were
The
saying
reason why blacks can say it is because they don't have this. A lot of them don't have this attachment to where they were from. They can't go "fuck yeah, I'm from Ghana" because they don't know if they're from Ghana because they were stolen, right?
Right.
But like white people, we
You
know
go through
exactly.
Ancestry.com and it gets like, it stopped somewhere in the 1800s. I
Yeah.
can't tell you.
it stops in Virginia.
Yeah.
Have you guys done Ancestry or 23andMe or any of those? Have you done-
They keep begging me to do it.
you won't do it?
I'm lying.
Nobody wants. Nobody cares
Don't
if you
give
do
a
it or
fuck
not.
where I'm from.
Wait a minute, this could be fun.
I would like. I'm curious.
What do you think you are?
Yeah. Is
well-
sexual preference listed on
I
23andMe?
identify as
I'm mostly Irish with a little Italian. I'm sure there's maybe some Scottish.
Jersey
isn't it?
mutt.
Yeah, it's probably just a bunch of just European shit mixed. I'll do it just to do it, but it doesn't mean anything to me.
All right.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think you're going to find anything besides.
Well, Sam, you're adopted,
European
right?
stuff.
So this was like a big deal.
Are you
for
adopted?
I was my mom raised me, but I was legally adopted by like a
Oh.
stepdad. Yeah, no, I'm not adopted out of like an orphanage.
Oh, I thought you were like an orphan.
No,
This whole time, I thought you were an
Really?
orphan.
Is
yeah.
that why you were so nice to me?
Yeah.
I want Bob Kelly to do it because Bob was adopted, but he's convinced himself that he's Irish, and it's like
he's
you're
not
Irish.
Irish.
Oh, what do you think he is?
I don't know, but
He's
some kind of
clearly-
Spanish.
Puerto Rican, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that would be.
I mean, have you seen photos of
hysterical.
young Bob Kelly?
Yes.
By the way, best roast line
He's not
ever.
Irish.
Best roast line. Colin said that Bob Kelly looks like something you buy in the gift shop of the Beijing airport.
Like an old Buddha doll?
God, that's so good.
Yeah.
yeah. Oh my lord, we should definitely get Bob Kelly to. He is He's Puerto Rican.
He's Latino.
Yeah, he's a Puerto Rican. Of course he is.
It would be interesting to see.
Venezuelan.
Venezuelan.
He's caravan. He's totally caravan.
I'm dying to get Bobby's fucking because look at that picture in the middle up the second one in the purple
Wow.
background. That's not an Irishman.
Come on.
He's not Irish.
He is not Irish.
No.
He's not. He's not Irish.
Do Irish people give up their kids for adoption?
Yeah.
Do they?
Sure.
There's exceptions.
Are they?
Even if generally speaking, maybe not that often, but there's got
Sure,
yeah.
if you're like you're a teenager and you get pregnant, it might have been.
They're Irish. That's when they get pregnant.
That's true.
Well, if you're not married, I mean, 40, 50 years ago, it might have been a big deal.
He does not look Italian at all.
No, he's not.
Dude, Bobby Kelly might be Puerto Rican.
Oh, he is.
I think he is.
He is.
We got to get this because I'd be interested to see if he leans into it. You know what I mean? Especially now.
I thought I was Irish my whole life. Yeah.
It could be good to be Latino. Maybe he starts getting, good stuff in the biz.
Absolutely.
Opportunities he wasn't getting.
He definitely would lean into it, by the way.
Change his podcast to You Know What Essay.
Dude, let's get him to do it.
We should ask Bob to do it.
I think it's a good idea.
I haven't done his podcast in a long time.
Is there a way to where we can get some of his DNA without him knowing, and then break the news to him live? Is that what you need hair or something like that? What do you?
I think-
Well, we're
or-
going to get that from him.
That's tough.
Yeah, exactly.
shit.
Need a
Colonel
swab.
Kurtz.
What about just sweat?
There's plenty of it.
Yeah.
I'm sure. It wouldn't be tough.
It's probably
to get.
spit.
Yeah, spit you could get too.
I'm sure they'll
Mackie?
just give it to you. And
I
then
would
just-
never do it. You're giving your DNA to a company.
We should just tell Bob to do it, and then we're going to break the news to him live on the air.
He
I
would
think
do
that's a
it.
great idea.
What do you think they're going to do, Joe? You think they're going to build little Joe Mackeys?
No, but in the privacy in the policies, it says we can change this privacy policy whenever we want. So obviously they're putting that in there for a reason, that there is value to having people's DNA for
Let
whatever
them have it, though.
research or
That's-
development or whatever.
It's also great because if there's a fucking crime committed, some fucking kid rapist, they got DNA from Ancestry, they can use it. Good.
You're not worried about that?
No.
But they did use that, I think, to get somebody.
yeah. The serial killer. There's one where you can
Golden
find
State Killer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Right.
How'd they know?
There's an
The
open
hysteria
source
rapist,
DNA where
right?
you can try to find long lost relatives
Right.
through DNA, so anyone could search it, and the cops use familial DNA, which is they could say, oh, we don't have his DNA match, but we found someone who's related to him.
So wait a minute. So they did that. They just went on there because somebody in his family must have used that service.
Yes, and all you need is about 2% of the population to have their DNA in a thing, and you can find the familial DNA of almost everyone in the whole country. So
Okay.
Jeez.
Good.
Holy shit, that's what they're trying to do.
Mhm.
If they get 2%, they know every single. Whoa.
They can create a database. It's not a criminal database anymore. It's just a database.
Right, and you just don't know what the future is going to be. So when you let someone else hold the key to everything about you, then they're the gatekeeper.
No, I agree
have to
with you.
trust them.
AI is not good. I'm
They can have my DNA.
I'm
and
an
do whatever
enemy
the
of
fuck they
AI.
want.
This
I've
is where
been
I
for a
push
long
back.
time.
This is where I push
you
back.
think-
But
I
even think
push
about
back
Facebook,
against the
though.
AI.
Think
is
about we didn't
dangerous,
know
guys.
what Facebook was when we signed up for it, and now look at what they've done. I mean, there's like 400,000 pages of information on all of us.
There's
You
not
know?
400,000 pages of information about me.
Well, they have a lot of
Not that much
information
to
on all of us. Well,
Yeah, you're right. They say you know more about, what is it? If you know 10 things somebody likes, you know more than their friends. If you know 20 things they like, you know more than their family. If you know 300 things they like, you know more than they know about themselves.
So
even how they advertise now, it's like when you walk to the store, they can tell if you go a certain route if you give your location on your phone, so they know when to advertise. Say you're like walking by a store, they're like they hit you with that store on
I
the
never
walk.
give my location. Keep your location service.
Well, have you
Google
ever done
got-
like have you ever never used like you've used like Tinder and stuff?
No,
haven't
but
you?
I use it only for those apps. I regulate which apps, and Facebook never, Twitter never.
But then some of those apps are selling your information to
and
advertise.
Google Google got busted. You turned off your location from Google, and they were using the where you were searching for something on the web on your phone. They were tracking your location with that, even though you turned
if you
off.
used Google.
Yeah, even if you
I'm
turned
a
off
big
your phone.
guy.
Your IP address. So they would use the location of the IP,
Right.
instead of the location of your
Right.
phone. That wow, yeah.
So they were telling you. You told them don't track me, and they said we're not tracking
Dude,
you, but they
anyway.
were still tracking.
It's all for advertising.
that movie pass thing too. Apparently, did you guys have
Good
Movie
company.
Pass?
Yes, I invested heavily in it.
Smart.
So apparently, I never got it, but apparently, you could only book your ticket if you were within a certain
200 feet or
200 feet
or
of the
something
movie
like that?
theater, right?
Yeah.
And the whole reason why they did that was they wanted to get data on what you purchased when you were around the theater, so that they could sell that to real estate companies. They were looking to.
That was their plan, was to lose money on the movie tickets and sell the data. And then everybody was like, we don't want your data. We have enough. And then they were like, we're really fucked here.
Oh, is that? Oh, there was enough information out there that they had no leverage.
Like, they're not making any money.
Oh,
You know what I mean? Like they just came out with another new set of plans. Where it's like, because they were tricking people into not being able to unsubscribe from Movie Pass
you could
because they were
tell it was
losing so
like-
much money. So I think that they didn't realize that the information's already there. Everybody's already using all their customer loyalty cards. It's all out there.
You could
already.
tell they were failing when it was like they no longer let you pick any movie.
Right.
You'd,
Yeah.
be like, you'd want to see one movie and they'd be like, wouldn't you rather see Slender Man at 9 a.m.? And you'd be like, no.
Hotel Transylvania again.
Yeah. Yeah. Now they've changed it so you can pick any movie again, but you have to pay a little more.
Oh, good. That's
And
fair.
you can only do it 3 times a month
Oh,
instead
that's
of
perfect.
30. The original plan, $9.99
were
for
going-
30.
every day they were going to the movies.
They figured people, nobody's going to use it. And they're like, no, we'll definitely use this.
Yeah, we were bored.
There aren't
Yeah.
that many movies I want to see. That's the other thing. Is
Me
like,
neither.
Yeah.
A good foreign film.
You like that? How come you push back Andrew Schulz against
AI.
AI?
I don't buy it. I don't think that they're going to be angry at us.
Why not? Well, they're not going to be angry.
The premise
But-
that they're going to be angry at us is based
No,
on
no, no, no.
movies. It's
But not
based on
angry.
anything else.
You're
No,
you're
they just won't need us.
Okay,
It's not angry.
Not
So-
emotional.
So
like,
when
we'll
you
get in the
there's
way
no
of their
emotional.
process.
It's when you evolve, right,
Yeah.
to a place where like you just don't need
Yeah.
this other thing.
Yeah. Jim, you have to take that shit.
What?
Do you have to take
Is that why I'm
shit?
standing? No. My back is just. No, but I stood up and Andrew thinks I have to shit. That's actually a great call.
We'll be obsolete. Like once they can program each other.
Yeah.
Like once AI is building AI,
Yeah.
and they've received all the information that's in our puny little brains, because that's
Sure.
going to take what, a month?
Yeah.
We're obsolete. Once
So what? What's wrong with that?
human beings are obsolete,
Yeah.
we serve no purpose.
I don't think they'll
that's
kill
not
us
true.
off. They're just
We're
the
still
interest
gonna
won't
want
be
to
ours.
fuck. We're gonna still want to make babies.
No,
right?
but to
That's-
them we won't serve a purpose.
Yeah,
Right.
But okay, so what? So if we don't serve a purpose and we're not in their way and we're not harming them from doing anything they want to do, what's the big deal?
You're willing to sacrifice your position at the top of the food chain?
There's a lot of different theories
We're
too.
not at the top of the food chain.
Who's at the top?
We are.
Ebola.
Ebola.
Yeah, like
Wait.
those diseases that just kill everybody. That's that we have no cure for. That
No,
shit
but
is
we
at the top.
but we can contain them and kill
Yes.
them off quickly. Like they get 40, we kill them off. Like they don't grow, they don't spread because we stop them pretty well.
right.
Hazmat suits, I mean, we're pretty good with
The
that.
population of human beings is not suffering.
Yeah.
Well, there's a thing called the paperclip theory where you
Is
develop
that
a
little guy
robot-
that helps you format your
No,
Microsoft Word documents?
That's good. That's a good thing. This is like where a robot is programmed to make paper clips, and you give it the ability to learn machine learning, and it tries to make paper clips at all costs, and it needs
Right.
to start procuring more and more materials, and in its haste to create more paper clips, it destroys humanity because it has to get metal from everywhere, and it doesn't
Because
know
there's no
not
reasoning.
to do it. Yeah.
Yes.
What a horrible theory.
No, that makes sense.
It's not. Paper clips, why not thumbtacks?
I mean, it's
It doesn't have to be a paperclip. It's the idea that a robot
We'll just
like
keep
the other
doing
day,
whatever they have to do.
There was a machine that was a robot that computer was developed to win chess matches,
Yes.
and it beat
Deep
Gary
Blue.
Kasparov. Yeah.
Yes, the second one beat him.
Well, they built another computer that they didn't teach the rules of chess. It gave it machine learning, and now that robot can beat the robot that was
Whopper.
was good at beating, that was designed to be good at chess. So when you create machines to learn, you don't know what they're going to do with that information.
Which is what we're doing already. Like, look at spell check on your phone.
Yeah.
Like, it learns to how you type.
By the way, I also don't like the in an email. When you type an email and it finishes
Google
it for
does that
you,
now.
yeah, I don't
Yeah.
like that. Don't tell me, hey, on my, and then it will say way soon. Whoa, fuck you. Don't
Yeah,
tell.
when I get an email back that says "no problem!" exclamation point, I go, "You didn't type that.
That's right.
You just clicked the option."
I love doing that though.
You like
Dude,
that?
I love it. One hand in it.
Okay, so you're gonna be there.
I'm
Just
on the move, bro. I'm a mover and shaker.
You're gonna be the guy who just allows AI to take your spot.
I
You're
cannot
giving
tell
up.
you
You're
how
laying down.
ready. I'm so ready, bro.
You can have it.
I'm so.
Let me ask you
ready.
something. You know any toll booth workers?
Yes, all of them.
Bro, they're all gone.
They
Toll
should
booth
be
workers.
gone.
Mackie and I were talking about this yesterday. If you
about
have
it
a
a lot.
labor job, you're
Gone.
fucked.
Yeah.
I mean, labor
Well, if you have
jobs,
a driving job, that's the thing.
Yeah.
Elon Musk is a hero now, but he's about to be like the biggest villain in U.S. history in like the next 10 years.
When you
Yeah.
go to the mall,
It's gonna put 9 million Americans out of work with the driverless car.
parking lot attendants. How many? None.
One usual. Oh, not in a mall.
Put
but
the ticket in, bring the ticket out.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Well, you
Okay.
think like how Uber's like destroyed the yellow cab, right? But then you're just saying the driverless cars. Unless Uber has driverless cars, I mean, even if they do,
They will, they're
putting
developing
putting people out of work, right?
Think about not only driverless car, it's trucking where it gets real serious.
Right.
There's like 3 million truckers.
And
or
that's
something.
where they're doing the driverless cars first because that's where they're going to save their money.
Exactly.
What about
and also they won't get tired.
Right.
They'll be able to drive a lot more. They
Yep.
won't be all cranked up.
Although in that movie Cars, the truck is a living being and he does need a nap. Otherwise, the
Well, you ever see the
lightning ends up, in the fucking Route 66.
Do you ever see Trucks, the Stephen King? It was called no,
Christine?
Maximum Overdrive is what it's
Yes.
called.
Yeah,
but
yeah,
that's
yeah.
based on a short story called Trucks, which is really if the trucks were
How about
alive.
cashiers
They're-
disappearing?
They're going to be gone too, but here's real quick.
Oh,
How
gee,
about
that's
this
a
one?
shame.
Real quick about the cars, Sam. This is an interesting thing.
No one
I just heard
cunty
about.
at the end of the experience? Oh, boo.
So they go.
Maybe it's your attitude,
So
Jim.
the driverless, so the driverless car, the driverless truck, whatever. This is the tricky thing. The car or the truck is designed to protect itself, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it calculates what will keep itself the safest, right? Let's say you're driving and there's a little kid on the
Mm-hmm.
road in front of you, right? Veering off, you veer into a tree and potentially hurt yourself.
Mm-hmm.
Smashing that kid, you preserve yourself and preserve the car way better.
And this is what you're advocating for.
100%.
Isn't that
Killing kids.
Isn't that fucked
That's what
up?
you wanna do.
But that's what the car is going to do. And now what's the liability, right? Who pays for that? What insurance? I think that's where it's going to be hard to transition into driverless because no insurance company is going to want to take on a smashing kid vehicle.
Because it would have to be the insurance of the company who made the car.
Correct.
And nobody's
guarantee-
going to want to take that responsibility.
Correct.
They'll all take the insurance. You know why? Because they'll probably figure. No, here's why. Here's why. Because the odds of it happening will be astronomically lower than human error.
That's true.
People will it's like when
Yes.
a car has a problem.
But-
car has a
He's right.
problem
He's
where
right.
the right tire comes off. Is it cost effective to just let the right tire come off and we get sued a little bit, or to recall everything. They do those calculations. And a lot of times they'll say, fuck it, let the accidents happen because the lawsuits won't cost as much as recalling the car.
And furthermore, since it's safer, right? Since these driverless cars are actually safer than human beings, they don't need to be perfect. They just need to be 5% safer, right?
And they will be.
And they will be. Eventually, they start to go, hey, humans, you driving? That's a liability. We're going to need to take your license. Humans aren't allowed to drive anymore because it's too dangerous.
And you like this.
Perfect
This is all you.
I think it's done. But
I
think
can't
about
wait to sit in a driverless car.
how amazing is
Fucking
it
have
going
my
to be?
nipples played with on my fucking way to a gig.
By yourself.
Those, yeah.
Play with your own nipples in the
Dude.
driverless car.
I'll take a nap in my fucking car.
Oh.
You know when you'll get there. No more traffic because every car communicates with each other through computer and
You'll
Wi-Fi.
know exactly how long it's going to take. There's no accidents, nothing.
Right,
Boom.
because you know why? Because the computers are in control.
They're in control. Yes.
Not you.
You
You're
have a
the-
wife. That's like an AI.
No, that's
It's no different. Hey, do this, do that.
that's true, but at least she's a human.
But she doesn't
at least
take
she's one
you
of
out.
mine. She takes me out from time to time.
No, I mean like kill you. Like you're worried about these
Oh.
AIs are going to do. No, they need you.
For what?
I don't know. I didn't
Exactly.
think that far into it.
Well, it's almost like the planes have taken. People always think computers are going to kill us off.
Planes.
Planes.
That's great.
What the fuck is a plane ever done? A plane never showed up at my house. I just get on it and we tell it what to do and it does it.
That's what ISIS should say.
I don't know if that's a great example.
It's the AI.
It was the AI. It wasn't
They
us.
did it. No,
Yeah.
but it's a good point. Planes have been flying themselves forever.
Yeah,
They
do it
can't
better.
land themselves.
They can.
I think they do. You really think that the pilot is doing a landing?
They are, yeah, but just for a last second calc. But a plane could land itself. Of course, they can do anything. Turbulence,
Anything.
meaning take off, land. Yes, of course.
Wait, the pilot lands every single time?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
But with assistance. Yeah.
I'm saying the heavy lifting is probably done by the plane. Right? It's just a little.
Yeah. They can do it. Yeah, they can approach, flare, touchdown, track the sound. Of course they can.
What was that story, Travis, about the bear repellent that went crazy in the Amazon robot factory?
Oh, the robot that punctured bear repellent and almost killed 24 Amazon workers.
And guess who doesn't care about that? The fucking robot that killed all those.
Wait, what happened?
Robot punctured bear repellent.
Yeah, at an Amazon warehouse, I think in Jersey, a robot accidentally
Exactly.
punctured
That's
some
a
bear
rough
repellent.
job. An Amazon warehouse. There's
Being a
a
robot?
reason we get everything in like 24
Yeah,
hours now.
good.
Yo.
But by the way,
That is not a good job.
don't worry about it. Everybody who has those jobs,
Bye.
they're going to be the first to just be homeless instead.
Dude,
But that's what I'm saying with labor jobs. It's like if you have a labor job,
Forget
those
it.
are some of the last jobs you can get without a college education, and those are going to be gone.
Dunsky.
Yeah. There's that Amazon guy, Bezos, obviously smart dude, but I heard apparently he knew he was going to put the office in New York the whole time. But what he was doing is pretending he was going to put it in the other cities so that the cities would give him their data.
Oh
So he
my!
was
This guy and his data.
Data mining all the cities. Like, yeah, we might do Ohio. Why don't you just tell me what kind of purchases you got going on, what kind of flights you got going on, this kind of shit. He mines all this data from all these cities who are dying to get the Amazon Center, and then eventually
Do you know what
he's
they
like, no,
do?
New York.
You know how people sell things on Amazon independently of Amazon, like
I didn't know that, but
like an
okay.
e-commerce guy.
Yeah.
If you create a product, right? If you want to sell Andrew Schulz hats,
Consignment kind of sales, yeah.
right? You can sell your Andrew Schulz hats through Amazon. But the deal is, we'll give you the platform. Everybody's here. You give us your sales data.
Yeah.
Okay, cool, no problem. What Amazon?
And then they find,
Dude, they've done it. They've got a history of doing it. They find your sales data. They go, oh, Andrew Schulz hats are selling really well. Let's make our own version of Andrew Schulz hats, and we'll sell them a lot cheaper than you can because we're Amazon. And they put you, who was using their service, out of business just because.
Tech IPOs have decreased because of Google and Amazon. They have so much clout that they just do what you do better.
Right.
So it's harder and harder to start a tech company now.
Right. What are you working on
Is
over
that
there?
right?
Oh, we'll
Yeah.
just do it ourselves. Yeah. It's crazy. And
And
you welcoming in
Well, no,
AI.
that's the whole argument with the free market, right? You don't want these massive businesses because they shit on the startups in
Yes.
the tech world and the oil world, whatever it is, right?
Yes.
It's there's two conflicting ideas in business. There's
Give them both, Joe.
there's deregulation and antitrust, and businesses want both. They want deregulation but no antitrust. So when a company like Google gets big, they're like, don't regulate us, don't regulate us. But if you still want to have competition, you need antitrust, and that's
Right.
what we kind of been lacking since Roosevelt.
It makes perfect sense. It's a weird world, but let's go Amazon.
Well, listen, now that we've figured it all out.
Yep. Put them all out of business. Work faster at those warehouses.
That's right.
God damn it. Give the robots whips. Hurry up! Hurry up!